What's good, everyone? Welcome back to another full trade recap video. Today I actually did catch a winning trade. I took two trades today, one break even and one winner, and we're going to break them down and exactly how you could have caught them exact trades. So I did make less today than usual, you'll see in the title, and that is because my trade copy did not work. It was not set up properly. For some reason, it was something to do with you can't have risk settings on the follower account. I don't know, but anyway, didn't copy trade, so I didn't make as much as I should have done today, which is absolutely fine. We carry on, there's nothing I can do about that. We can only fix that for the future. But let's jump into the daily bias for today. So I was actually leaning bearish coming into the day. So let's just go to 4:09 AM. So we accumulated a lot overnight, as you can see right here. A lot overnight and a lot through Asia and London we did accumulate. But I was still bearish coming into the day. I don't know if I said bullish before, but I mean bearish. You can see we are clearly delivering from this hourly fair value gap. And what is key about this delivery right here? We have not yet swept this sell side, which if you go back to here, okay, when we deliver out of the fair value gap like this, where should we next go to? This level of sell side liquidity. So if we were typically to take a short position from a delivery from a fair value gap, you'd expect price to come to this level of sell side. So that's where I wanted to see price come to next, because as you can see, if we play price forward, we haven't invalidated the delivery from this hourly gap, nor have we came to sell side yet. So this was still my draw on liquidity for the day. So I was bearish. And we also had liquidity on the lower time frame, which we'll get into right now. So let's go down to the lower time frame. If we look at pre-market here, we actually generate a lot of extra sell side. So we have a little bit of trendline liquidity here. If you guys are unfamiliar with trendline liquidity, we just have orders resting below all of these lows. And this is the same for the 1 minute time frame as we approach market open here. So I've gone a little bit too quick there, but as you can see, we have generated a lot of trendline liquidity here on the 1 minute time frame, also known as LRR. So that is my draw on liquidity coming to the session. So I'm thinking, okay, at market open, price will probably just blast through this, and we'll probably either get a long setup or we'll manipulate back higher and then get a short setup later on. But this was the dream scenario. So I looked at this condition here. If we look above right here, obviously we're delivering from the hourly on the higher time frame, but the obvious fair value gap to the left here is this huge 5 minute, which actually is also a BPI. If you can see right there at the top, this sort of part of the gap was a BPI here. And we had this high rest inside of it. So I said this on stream before market even opened. If we sweep this 5 minute high, we could get really good short setups from this 5 minute high. And as you can see right here, we sweep the high and then we get a 1 minute short right here. So this was the first trade that I took. And I actually ended up getting break even on this trade. So this was full TP at the bottom of the trendline liquidity. So this was my full TP, bottom of RRR. And we got a great setup there. A plus setup, delivery from a fair value gap, sweep on buy side liquidity, bearish bias, and we got this close. So I simply entered on the candle close here, stop loss resting just above the inversion, and then I would have targeted this for my first TP, and then I would have probably took most off there. And as you can see right here, we got a death candle here. And after this death candle, this just comes with years worth of experience. When we are blasting through trendline liquidity like this, if price starts to reverse and come back up here, this is not a good sign for the trade playing out. So I simply moved my stop loss to break even and did not risk it. So as you can see, price came back. This is really poor price action. We should have hit this low. I don't know why we didn't hit this low. So now we left behind relative equal lows, right? And we didn't run all of the trendline liquidity. So we'd still left that draw below. So I'm thinking, I said in chat, in my live stream, we can potentially get a remanipulation on this high and then to take us lower to finally hit the rest of that LRR and now also the relative equal lows. I also said it's not very clean price action, like we shouldn't come back up to this high because it's technically protected. But as you can see, we did. And of course, not very clean. But this was a super bearish reaction when we actually did go ahead and hit the high. So as you can see right here, we had a perfect 2 minute inversion fair value gap. So I simply enter off a fair value gap that's been disrespected and closed through. This was absolutely perfect. ES, I'm not really using the ES for any confidences here. ES was very, very choppy this morning, so you couldn't really use it for much help. We had a couple of bearish SMTs. We had internal bullish SMTs, but ES was very sideways at the start of this AM session, so I did not really use it for any extra confluence. And also what I will say is do not use ES to find reasons not to take trades. Otherwise, if you have that many confluences, you're never going to end up taking any trades. And ES is definitely not important in a day like today where NQ is clearly the leading asset. As you can see, we had a manipulation like here. We then had our close through. I targeted these relative equal lows. I actually did not scale on this trade. I said on my stream it is very, very wise to scale around 1R here. Do not risk this. But my personal conviction, I was happy to take full TP. As you can see here, this was the break-even point, so I said move your stop loss to break-even here to protect your capital. We should not reverse from there. And also scale here as well. Scale half your position at least there. Then leave the rest to the relative equal lows. And as you can see, this was super, super clean. The first candle was slow, and then the second candle distributed through everything. And then we went and hit it in the next candle. So literally three candles, 6 minutes it took this trade to play out to full take profit. And I think this was super clean day. As I said, I was definitely leaning more bearish on the day because on top of all my technical analysis there, we also have a huge range to rebalance some of here, and I cannot see us leaving all of this range. You see, we're so far in premium still. This is why no long position up here would have really been A+, because we're so high up in the range. And shorts, I definitely favoured shorts today because of that reason, and also because of the fact that we were delivering out of that hourly. But yeah, very, very simple day, to be honest. If you did take a loss on this 1 minute, it was a good loss. When we're blasting through trendline liquidity and you see a candle print like this, just move to break even and protect your capital. You don't really need to risk, because if price does come back up to your break even point, realistically, it's not good price action, and it's very rare you'll see this when it's trendline liquidity. This is usually because we will have a remanipulation like we've just seen there. So that's my trading day, and then I was simply done for the day. Like, there was an okay continuation short. I don't think my draw on liquidity has been fully hit. We've ran most of it, and then we started to come up again. And yeah, as you can see, we're all the way back up here now. But simply, when I've took my trades, I am done for the day. It's that simple. I'm not going to try force anything else. My move for the day played out. This LRLR was my trend line, was my draw on liquidity for the day. My internal draw, it's been hit, so I'm simply done for the day. I do think this external draw, this external hourly sell side will get hit eventually, but we shall see. It's not going to bother me until tomorrow morning when I return to the market. So good job if you caught any of this today. Good job if you followed your rules today. That's the main thing. If you're interested in trading alongside me every single day, we have a great community of traders every single day asking questions, working together to tackle the markets. Check out the link in the description. It'll be one of the top links to join my Discord for completely free, and you can check things out from there. So good job, guys, and I'll see all of you guys in the next YouTube video. Make sure to subscribe for more free educational content.